From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada. Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. Roz and Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow! You just won $1,000.
That's amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oh my God! So, Catherine has looked at me a lot of different ways in life, and last night may have been the most disappointing look that I've ever got from her.
Really?
Even after everything great that has happened, the proposal and the everything else.
Yo, and y'all are fiancés now.
Thank you.
Oh my God, is the wedding off?
No, no. The wedding is not off. Okay. Definitely not off. But so I'm in the bathroom yesterday, right? Just hanging out, like I'm
sitting on the toilet.
Thank you,
as always.
Thank you. And she comes in from work, and I hear the door like fling open, and I know immediately she has to pee.
Okay,
right? Because she yells, "Gotta pee!"
Yeah.
And then goes running to the bathroom. And I immediately like hear footsteps. And she then shows up at the bathroom door and stares at me. And I'm sitting there, which I had been there for about 15 minutes.
20. You were about to say 20.
Shut up.
Just tell the truth. Just tell the truth.
Okay. Okay. I've been sitting there for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And she looks at me, and I look at her, and I'm sitting there with my phone in one hand.
Oh, no. Yeah.
And a slice of pizza in the other hand.
Just lounging. Yeah.
Just chilling.
Yeah. All these things that you could be doing on the couch.
Okay? Just chilling.
Yeah.
She says one word to me, and that word was, "Really?"
Yeah.
And she's like, how long you been in here?
Yeah.
And I was like 5 minutes.
Oh my God. Bro, you can't start a marriage on lies.
Shut up.
Shem knows that.
Okay. And the one and the look of disappointment in her face was so incredible.
Yeah.
Right. And the one detail that I will share with you right now that I did not share with her, because I do want to get married.
Yeah.
I don't want the wedding to be called off, was when she saw me with my phone in one hand and a slice of pizza in the other hand.
Yeah.
That was my second piece.
Oh my God. You're so gross. Hold on. So you had a slice of pizza.
I brought in two.
Oh, you brought in two.
I brought in two.
So, okay.
That was my second piece. I ate the first one.
Yeah, you planned for this.
Yeah, I was going to do this for a while. I brought in two slices of pizza with me.
Because I was going to say, it would be worse if you had the slice and you're like, you know what? I could actually have another slice. And you got up, went to get another slice, and then came back to the bathroom.
And the only reason why I didn't tell her that I was on my second slice was because in the bathroom with me, there was no plate.
In the bathroom?
So while I ate the first slice.
Where was the second slice? I don't want to know where the second slice was.
Right.
Okay, hold on. There are two places that the second slice could have been, okay?
Yeah.
Either on the edge of the sink, right?
Right.
Or on your lap.
Yeah.
Or the floor.
Yeah, that's true, Maury. That's true.
Where?
It started on the edge of the sink, and then I thought that was gross, so I put it on my bare thighs.
Come on. Bro. Planned.
But I'll tell you, before she got home, I was having a great afternoon.
Oh, man.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So here we are. Another month has passed, and Shem, executive producer of the Roz and Mocha Show, has put together a recap of the previous month.
Yep.
Which has been so popular.
And isn't it the longest month?
Well, no.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
No, September.
I was like feeling for Shem. I'm like, more work. Oh my goodness. But never mind.
No, September, not the longest month.
And the music videos for these are
They're so good.
just as
They're
creative.
so good.
And I know Chris Kelly, by the way, here at KISS, helps produce the song and the music video as well. And I know Shem was a little stressed getting to the end of September because like all these things started happening like all in a row, and you had almost completed the song, but then had to go back in and rewrite some stuff, right, Shem?
So we had finished this probably around the 25th or so of the month.
Uh-oh.
And then Rihanna decided, Super Bowl stuff.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
Trevor Noah decided all that stuff happened, right?
Yep.
And it's happened before, actually. We had the whole video song produced in March, and then, Will Smith got a little handsy.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Oh, and that was like
Yeah,
right at the
man.
end.
Yeah, so we had to change
End of the
things around.
month.
Yeah.
So Shem, again, with the penmanship and that singing voice, this is your recap for the month of September.
They said Harry spit on Chris Pine, but that was not true. That was not true. The women of Iran are so brave. How can we support you? We support you. Emmy for Zendaya, she won another. Adam Levine, he's a cheater. Super Bowl for Rihanna. Roz and Catherine, they're forever. Prince Charles lost his mom and now he's king. Rest in peace to the queen. It's the 9th month of 2022. Kanye told Gab that I don't want to work with you. If you're 25, well, I've got news for you. Leo DiCaprio will dump you. Yes, he'll leave you for someone who's 22. I swear there's so much to recap this month. La, 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 la.
Oh, man.
Wow.
He's got enough for a second verse.
The weekend he lost his voice, and that really sucked. At 50%.
Would you like to reach into my magic box?
Period. And period. Kids went back to school. It's the 9th month of 2022. Kanye told Gab that I don't want to work with you. If you're 25, well, I've got news for you. Leo DiCaprio will dump you. That's your 9th recap of 2022.
Wow. That may be my favorite. I think September's the month to beat, Shem.
Can I give you guys a spoiler? Because we're going to drop the music video for it soon.
Yes, please.
You know the big theater that we have in this building downstairs?
Yeah.
That's where the music video was shot.
Was it really? Oh, my God. That's amazing. That's so great.
So keep an eye out for that. That is your Ross and Mocha Kiss recap from our very own Shem for the month of September.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Did you see
Okay.
this Sean Avery video? Sean Avery, Canadian hockey player.
Oh, yeah.
Used to play
He is,
in the NHL. Hothead, right? He retired in 2012. He played for Detroit, LA, played for the Rangers, Dallas Stars as well.
Listen, if you can say, there's a lot you can say about Sean Avery, but I hated him for most of the years he played hockey.
Mm-hmm.
But if you asked me if I would like him on our team, I would have said yes every single time.
Oh, 'cause he's a beast.
He's a total prick. No, you need that. Like, he's just a total.
Well, listen
so
to this.
difficult to play against.
So
I love
he
the guy.
lives in like the Hollywood Hills, right?
Does he?
Yeah.
Of course
He's got a
he does.
podcast.
Is it good?
I haven't listened to it, but it's called No Gruffs Given.
Love it.
Okay.
Love it.
So he is house sitting for a friend who lives 2 blocks away from where he lives. Okay.
Weird, but okay. Who's house sitting? His house? Well, he's house sitting.
I don't know. Maybe his family's there.
Oh.
So he gets into this heated argument with these teenagers who allegedly illegally park on this street.
Right.
And they park under a sign that clearly says no parking.
Gotcha.
So he flies off the handle, yelling at these kids. One of the kids' father comes out and starts recording the encounter.
Oh.
And the threats that Sean Avery was throwing out there.
No.
And then you hear how things escalate.
I don't know, but we've already told one of your buddies, so don't play dumb.
They're
Like
not
it's
our
like,
cars,
oh,
bro.
whose car is it?
They're not our cars, bro. What's your issue, man? What's your problem? What's your problem?
What the are you gonna do?
What's your problem?
What are you gonna do?
What's your problem?
The next time one of you guys park your cars there, I'm gonna snap your windshield wipers off.
Are you crazy, boss?
100%.
Are you crazy?
100%. Ask around.
Don't speak to people like this. They're little kids. You don't talk to little kids like
What
that.
are you gonna do?
You don't talk to little kids like that.
I'll give you the first one. You can kick me or you can punch me.
No, I'm not gonna
These
touch
kids
you.
are teenagers.
You don't talk to them like that.
There's a no
You don't
parking
talk to
sign.
people like that. You don't
why
talk
do
to
you
people
park
like
there?
that.
So when you see, how's a car supposed to get out of the driveway? No, I just want you to use your brain because you're gonna have to do it in life. Through their head.
What's up with your chip
Dude,
on
you're
your shoulder?
too short to actually
I'm
like
too short?
try and challenge
Now it's about my
anyone.
height? Now it's
Shut
about
up.
my height?
I've dealt with this for a week, and I don't even
Yeah?
live here.
Oh, you don't live here?
I'm watching
Where-
this house.
Where do you live?
2 streets over.
Oh, 2 streets over.
Yeah.
Why don't you go back there?
Because I'm here right now.
Oh, because you're here right now?
I'm here
Okay.
right now.
Yelling at people?
You got an open invitation. You got an open invitation.
Sean Avery.
Ask around, you little.
Oh.
You too. If this was my kid, I'd have him. I'd pull his hair into the house, and I'd tell his dumb friends to go home. That's what I'd do if this was my kid.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send this video over here to my friend with 10 million followers on TikTok. You're going to be famous.
Go ahead.
You're going to be famous.
Go Google me already, you
You're
little.
going to famous. Yeah?
Go
Googling. What's your name?
Ask around.
No,
I'm gonna
what's your
send it
name?
my friend with 10 million
Your name?
followers.
Oh, you'll get 1 billion followers.
Just make sure you
You'll-
tag me, you little.
1 billion followers. What's your name?
Sean.
Yeah?
With a capital S.
Yeah.
Last name Avery.
Sean Avery?
Avery.
Got it.
Oh. You know what, though, man? That's unfair of you. You got to tell me what Sean Avery did before I go on and say I like the guy. You know what I mean? You got to play me that. Okay, because now I sound like a you're too, right? Like,
Anyway, that's Roz's boy,
Okay.
Sean Avery.
Also,
Take it to a
who
huge
cares
fight.
that much about any? Like, I get it, man. Like, I get it. But you're house sitting. That's not
Yeah.
even your house.
That's not your block.
bro. Come on.
You live 2 blocks
What a
away.
hothead, huh?
I know. You should talk to him, man. Man, that's your boy.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
There has been a casting call that has gone out by the producers of The Crown looking for their next Prince Harry. So an open casting notice was posted last week by the British Youth Music Theatre, calling on actors between the ages of 16 and 20 who bear a strong physical resemblance to Harry. Maurie putting up his hands. 16 to 20, Maury. You think you can play 16?
With the right lighting and makeup?
16.
No way.
Okay, well, hold on now. Maybe we get Maury to do his audition tape. Hold on now. I think we're onto something. The casting director and producers of the show emphasize that no previous professional acting experience is required to land the role. Applicants are asked to submit a selfie, some biographical details, and a short 30-second video talking about something they love doing.
Okay.
Craigslist and lying. Okay, so maybe we get. Okay, Maury, are you going to do a tape? You want to do a tape?
I have the look.
Well,
No, I do. I have a beard.
yeah, but they're looking
didn't
for
have a-
16-year-old
He didn't have
Harry.
a beard at 16.
No, I look like Prince Harry now.
Yeah, but they're looking for 16-year-old Prince Harry. Maybe you
in the-
submit one
maybe-
anyway.
Look, you know what? Maybe in the new crown, 16-year-old Prince Harry has a beard.
Maybe. Well, no, that's
No, because in real life,
because
16-year-old Prince Harry did not have a beard.
Yeah. Okay. So hold on here. Now, I think that we do this. When are you going to be prepared to record your audition tape for The Crown,
Are
Maury?
you kidding me? I
Tomorrow.
could do it
Tomorrow?
I was going to say
Tomorrow.
in 5 minutes, but
No,
sure.
we don't
tomorrow.
have 5. No. I'm going to give you more than 5 minutes. I want you to be prepared for once in your life.
30 seconds?
30 seconds,
Sure.
okay? And it's 30 seconds, and you have to talk about something you love doing. Bro,
Something else you
Maurie,
love doing.
Maurie, it's for Prince Harry, not Prince Andrew. Okay.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So it was announced that they are doing a casting call for Prince Harry for the crown. And they're looking for actors between the ages of 16 and 20 who bear a, quote, strong physical resemblance to young Harry. Mm-hmm. Again, they're looking for actors between the ages of 16 and 20 who bear a strong physical resemblance to a young Harry to send in an audition tape. They also say that no previous professional acting experience is required. Applicants were asked to send a selfie, some biographical details, and a short 30-second video talking about something they love doing. Okay?
Perfect.
And as soon as we said this, Damnit Maurie, who's got the beard, Redbeard.
That's not my pirate name.
Had said that he wanted to audition for this. First of all, again, they're looking for actors between the ages of 16 and 20 who bear a strong physical resemblance to Prince Harry.
When Prince Harry was 16, he was a skinny little dweeb.
And thank you.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sir, you're 50 years old with a
The
gut.
more you say bear striking resemblance,
yes.
Twinkie.
Nobody said twink.
Nobody said Twinkie, bro.
Nobody said twink.
Either way.
Nobody said
Either
twink.
way, I've got this.
Okay, so
And minimal acting experience.
So we had promised you that Maury would do his audition live on the show. I think that the first thing we need to do more is we have some clips here of Harry, and we'll play you some clips just so you can work on the accent before we get to your 30-second audition. Okay. So here, Mocha's going to play you a clip of Harry, and then you just repeat back in your best Harry voice. Okay.
I would be disappointed, but I mean, I think I can safely say that my guys would be disappointed. All that training that you've done as a group, you know each other, how each other works. You know when someone's grumpy without having to ask them, etc., etc.
Okay, go ahead.
I would be really disappointed if, I let my guys down and, we do the best to work together.
Okay.
That's not what he said, but let's move on to the next one.
Yeah.
A shorter quote.
Yeah.
Thank you. I need it shorter.
Oh, hey now. Okay.
No, we do. We contact each other the normal way. Text messages, phone calls.
We contact each other the normal way, text messages, phone calls.
Why are you stuttering so much?
He did.
Take this seriously.
He did. No,
take,
I'm
take
doing
this seriously.
exactly what
take
he did.
this
Hold on.
seriously,
Roz,
man.
he stuttered.
This is the crown. Damn it.
No, and I'm doing what he did. Listen to him.
Okay, go.
No, we do. We contact each other the normal way. Text messages, phone calls.
We contact each other the normal way, text message and phone calls.
Okay. All right. Okay. Next.
You didn't say no.
That wasn't
Okay.
bad.
That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. I'm with you, Deepa. I'm with you.
I think it's such an amazing place. It's so vast on such a massive scale, and there's so much to do, and it's so different.
It's a wonderful place, vast and magnificent, lots to do. It's spectacular.
Okay.
Not the quote because he never said spectacular.
Whatever. Okay, Maury, you've prepared. So the other thing for the audition that they wanted potential applicants to do was a short 30-second video talking about something they love doing.
Okay.
Is this PG?
Yes. You don't need your guidance of a parent.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You sure? I have not looked at this before.
I got you.
Shut up. It's vast.
Boys.
Spectacular.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
I'm going to start the timer here.
Okay.
You have 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Okay. Something you love doing as Prince Harry. Go.
Okay. To enjoy a daily glass of wine would be an understatement. Once the day is done, to enjoy the legs of a vintage Beaujolais with a strong bouquet whilst I slip into an evening Seville Row Huntsman bespoke suit.
First of all, I need to
gifted
stop
me
you right
by
now.
the
You're not doing Prince Harry. You're doing Mr. Burns. They want, okay?
Yeah.
They
if you were
want,
going to audition for that role, absolutely you'd get it.
Bro,
you look
you
more
gotta-
like
We
Mr. Burns
just
than you
went
do
through
Prince
the
Harry.
content already. You said it was great.
They want 16 to 20.
Yeah. What 16-year-old is talking about sitting in a house coat drinking wine?
Let me continue.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. I would
I'll pick it up where I
young
was.
up the voice a little, man. Honestly, you sound very old right now.
Okay.
I know that probably hurts a twink like you to hear.
It does
But
slightly.
okay.
Ready?
Here we go.
And
go.
Gifted to me by the estate of Oscar de la Renta, along with a bottle of 1869 Chateau Lafite that I dare not open, for it was purchased at auction in 2010 for $200,000. One might wonder what I'd wear if I was to uncork that statuesque goddess. Obviously, my favorite Karl Lagerfeld shirt, specially made at a Paris haberdashery.
Okay, first of all, I don't know how you worked in uncorking a statuesque goddess in there, but I asked you if this was PG, and you said yes. Okay, okay. So
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Is that 30 seconds? It's all that matters.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think you're gonna get the part.
Dude, I have a better beard than anyone auditioning.
More. Try just young it up just a little tiny bit. Start from the top and young
Remember,
it.
16 years old.
Thank you.
Okay, I got this.
Thank you.
Start your timer.
16.
Last try.
Start
Ready?
your timer.
Yes.
And go.
To enjoy the daily.
Okay, that's the queen, man.
Okay, here we go. Okay, start your
Yeah,
timer.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start it.
Look, honestly, Mocha's sitting there going like this on his hand. he's pushing one finger against his palm.
Go.
Good, okay, restart the timer.
Okay, restart it, Mocha.
Okay.
Restart it. Yeah,
I
go.
wasn't ready.
And go.
Okay. To enjoy a glass of. You're throwing me off. Restart the timer.
No. Keep going.
Okay. To enjoy a glass of wine would be an understatement.
Stop talking about the wine. You're 16 years old,
I said
man.
just change the voice and make it sound younger.
Oh my God.
Once
You're
the
not
day
getting
is
the
done,
part.
to enjoy the legs of a vintage
to the wine.
Beaujolais
Okay.
with a strong bouquet, whilst I slip into an evening Seville Row Huntsman bespoke suit gifted to me by the estate of Oscar de la Renta.
Okay, so thank you very much, Maury. We will
Hold
get
on,
that
stop.
off to
Whoa!
the producers.
I gotta stop the timer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
thank
stop.
you. Was it 30 seconds?
Yeah, nailed it, bro. Nailed it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
All right, Ron's just stepped out of the building for a little bit. He'll be back, though.
We miss him already.
He's doing some promo for his book, A Little Bit Broken, which is out right now. Feel free to call if you want to get on this discussion that we're going to have. But I want to share something with everybody here. David Maurie's here, Shem is here, Deepa's here.
Yes, sir.
Because I found this thread that I was dying. People are sharing horror stories of house guests who overstayed their welcome.
Oh, my God.
What are you talking about? You don't have people that stay at your place.
Oh, my God. I have once, but I'll to me later.
No. Say it now.
It's one of those ones where I went to bed while they were still there.
Who was it?
One of Matthew's friends.
Yeah.
And it was like late and like I was yawning and stretching. Like they weren't picking up any of the clues to the point where I said, you know what, I'm
But
just
it's
gonna...
Matthew's friend and Matthew lives there. So
Sure, but we don't live in a palace. Like it's a small place and you continue talking. I'm going to hear you. So I just was like, I went
and this is like
got...
during the week?
Yeah. So I went and got into my pajamas. I thought that would be a clue. No. So then I went to bed.
Oh, my God. And Deepa, I mean, you and Thalal, you've been living in your new place for just over a year now. You don't have, like, house guests, right?
No, the only house guests that really come are like my parents, and that's 20 minutes is enough time with them. So typically they're overstaying.
Girl.
Okay.
Sorry,
You lived
Mom
in
and
their
Dad.
house for 25 years,
I know, but it's
and
like,
they only get 20 minutes?
it's like,
Oh, my
I need
goodness.
a break. I need distance
Okay,
sometimes.
so people are sharing horror stories of house guests who overstayed their welcome. She deleted all of my passwords off my computer after asking to check her email.
What? That's so annoying.
Let me see here. I let my sister, her boyfriend, and my nieces stay for one night. I had reservations about letting him stay in my house because we never really got along, but I went against my gut instinct and tried to be a good host. He kept trying to have adult time in my master bathroom.
No.
and in every other room of the house.
Oh, no.
He broke my sofa, put his shoes on my couch, and wouldn't let my sister be alone with me without texting her to come back to the living room. The cherry was when my toddler found his gun that he brought into my house and left under his pile of clothes. I trust my gut always now.
It's not so much overstaying their welcome as inappropriate.
Another person said, I had a friend stay the night after a night of drinking with friends. She invited 3 separate men from Tinder over throughout the night. Shem?
Listen, man, it's like the Bachelorette.
Let her live her dreams.
And did stuff with all 3 of them
Hey, salute
on
that
my
woman.
couch all at different times.
Salute that woman. That's efficiency.
Oh, wait, get a room.
Time management, right, Shem?
Amen.
Again, these are people are sharing horror stories of house guests who overstayed their welcome. She took a family photo that included my late wife and threw it in the trash and began telling me how we were going to redecorate my living room.
Oh my Lord.
My parents had a couple they were friends with for years, but finally had to stop inviting them to any get-togethers. They would show up when the meal was being served and leave immediately after with all the leftovers. And when I say all, I mean everything. They would even take the butter out of the dish to go along with any leftover rolls that were there.
Well, I mean, you can't take the rolls if you're not going to take the butter.
That's a smart one. I agree.
Somebody said on text right now, talking about overstaying at our home, the mother-in-law snuck into the hospital bathroom to watch our daughter being born.
No. That's too much.
Wait, did the bathroom have a window?
No, but you can open the door
Like
just a little
peek
bit.
through? Oh, my
God. We had a friend sleep over on our couch, and he peed on the couch and blamed it on our dog. That comes to us from another Roz and Mocha listener.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Topic is, because I found this thread, people are sharing horror stories of house guests who overstayed their welcome. Like one person said, she deleted all of my passwords off my computer after asking to check her email. There was another story of someone who said she took a family photo that included my late wife and threw it in the trash and began telling me how we were going to redecorate my living room.
Oh, my.
Rude. Let me see here. Roz and Mocha fans are saying this. A couple who was only supposed to stay one night canceled their hotel reservations to stay an extra 2 nights with us.
Nope.
They were busy doing stuff in all the rooms in our house the whole time. They even broke our shower curtain and curtain rod because of their escapades.
Sounds violent.
Lord. People don't have time and place. My God.
My ex invited himself to my place and he never left. Started as just, quote, sleeping over, but he moved in without fully moving it in. It took almost, how long, everyone?
4 years.
Oh,
Shem?
6 months.
Deepa?
3 months.
It took almost 2 years to get him out.
Oh, my.
That's not an ex anymore.
He had to be forcibly removed by both my sisters, my sister's then boyfriends. Growing up, my parents always had new immigrants from India staying at our home when they arrived to get them settled. Indian people have a weird way of blowing their nose by holding one nostril and blowing out the other.
Oh, my God, yes.
One guy would do this in the bathroom every morning and leave snot balls everywhere.
You mean without a tissue?
My grandfather does that. He totally does that.
Yo, that's a professional, though. I've seen old people do that where you hold one nostril, you lean forward, and just blow everything out.
Yeah.
I've seen people do that on the street.
Go ahead, line 4.
I had my sister coming over, and she was supposed to stay only for a little bit of time, about a week or so, and ended up staying for 6 months. And not only did she not come alone, but she brought her husband and her 2 kids. My peaceful paradise turned into a crazy person house within a matter of minutes. Eventually, after months of staying there, she got out. But guess what?
What?
All of her still left behind.
Oh, no. She left everything?
Everything's still in the house, and she refuses to come get it because she's still part of the household, apparently.
So why don't you just throw her stuff away?
Because I'm too nice of a brother, and if I do, I'm scared she might come back for something else.
Did you say anything to her while she was there?
Yeah, I told her when the hell she's going to get out of the house, but she refused to give me a straight answer.
Oh, and then that one night, or how many ever nights, turned into 6 months?
Yeah, I think it was actually more than 6 months, and she kept using the excuse of, I don't have to pay rent. I don't want to find a place to pay rent.
Oh, my God. You're too nice of a brother, bro.
I think that's the problem, but yeah. That's my crazy story. That's someone who overstayed their welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for calling in.
No worries. Take care.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
By the way, Roz is out of the, not out of the country. I was going to say out of the country. He's not out of the country. He's out of the studio. He'll be back soon. He's just out doing some promo for his book, A Little Bit Broken, which, by the way, is available everywhere. So make sure you go cop that. We're talking about your horror stories of house guests who overstayed their welcome. Damnit Maurie said that one person that you guys had over to the condo wouldn't leave even after you got into your pajamas. It was late at night, like yawning, giving all the cues that it was bedtime.
Yawning, like, oh, I'm so tired. I wish I could go to bed.
Deepa said that her and her husband, they don't have house guests, but that her parents are only allowed to come over for 20 minutes at a time.
Yep. Please and thank you.
Shem?
No, man, I don't do the whole house guest thing. It's. I was gonna say something I can't say that on the radio. I was gonna say,
yeah,
can't say that. I was gonna say, come and then leave.
Okay.
My dad once kicked me out because I stayed too long.
How long?
It was like
18 years.
Better answer.
These texts that are rolling in, by the way, the Roz and Mocha text line is crazy. 925-555, by the way. You can always call us. We're going to get to your calls in a sec. 416-870-8888. Oh, my God, guys. This one's so bad. Okay, ready for this?
Go.
Yes.
Back when I was single, I had someone spend the night. She sent herself the contents of my hard drive to, quote, learn about me.
Oh, no.
It was the first date.
Oh, no.
That's not even the kicker. Listen to this. This person says, ended it after a few more dates. She was hot.
Oh, no.
I mean,
There was a reason to stick around, I guess.
Oh, my goodness. 416-870-8888. Let's start with Tara. Go ahead.
My story is when I had one of my first sleepovers, I didn't have a phone at the time. So I couldn't reach my mom in any way, and she couldn't reach me. And I really took advantage of my mom sometimes. So I used to tell my friends' parents to text my mom and just tell her if I could sleep over, like either another night or one night. And my mom was shy, so she couldn't say no. So I went to my friend's house, and it was supposed to be, I think, just like some time to hang out with her. But then I was like, oh, my God, can you tell your mom if I could sleep over? And she was like, oh, yeah, sure, we will. And then once I stayed one night, my mom came to pick me up the next morning. And then I was like, wait, what if I could stay another night? So I ended up staying 3 nights at their house.
3 nights?
Oh,
dang,
yeah,
girl.
3 nights.
So you overstayed your welcome for sure.
Yeah, I did.
Thank you, Tara.
No problem. Bye.
Matthew, go ahead.
All right, Mocha. So what happened? I used to work in the kitchen before. I was in Toronto, and I had one of my friends who asked if we could you kind of like chill at my place until I finished work. So I gave them the key, thinking that they were just gonna have a few beers, relax at home. I'm about to, let's say, about 2 or 3 hours left of my shift, and I get a call from our concierge. I'm like, hello? We just want to let you know we got a noise complaint from your apartment. I'm like, a noise complaint? I'm like, I'm not even there. What the hell's going on? So I call my friend. He doesn't answer his phone. I'm starting to get worried now. I'm like, I text him, no answer. I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me see what's going on. So I end up asking if I can leave a little bit early. I go there, and I don't know if it seemed to be by chance that as soon as I'm about to open up my door, there's a stool in front of my door into the apartment. some girl who's a little bit drunk falls over. As soon as I open the door, hits her head as she's falling at the same exact time. There's about 20 people in my apartment, all having a party at my apartment. I'm like, what are you guys doing? I'm like, this is my apartment. You guys are about to. All of a sudden, as soon as I walk in, 5 minutes, door knocks again, open up, the police are right there with the fourth noise complaint they had over the past 3 hours.
Oh, no.
I swear this is my condo.
So your friend went to your place and instead of like just crashing for the night, threw a huge party.
Pretty much. I opened up, there was at least 20 people in there in like a 600 square foot apartment.
Damn, Matthew. Thanks for sharing, bro.
You're welcome. Thank you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Okay, before we take this next call, let me read this text message to you guys, okay? I let my friend stay with me because she had nowhere to go. Well, came home one day to find her in bed with my boyfriend.
Oh,
no. Kick them both out.
Yep.
All right, back to the phones. Who's this?
It's Shuffin.
What's going on?
Not much, just getting into work. So you want to hear my story?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so a few years ago when I was living at my mom's before I moved out, we had some guests coming into town. They're coming for a wedding, so they said if they asked if they could stay at our place. Mom says yes. I say, Mom, listen, we got a new puppy. Just tell them nothing on the floor. So here are the 4 incidences. Incident 1, a giant bag of chocolate left on the floor. Puppy
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Yeah. Dogs aren't supposed to eat chocolate. They'll die.
No, definitely not. And there was a lot of dark chocolate in there, which was even better.
Yeah.
So $1,800 later, bring him home. The next day, what do they leave on the floor? A raisin loaf, which is toxic to kids.
Oh, my God. Dogs can't have grapes or raisins.
No, so that one, I had to pony up. I gave him a little bit of hydrogen peroxide with some ice cream, and he threw it all up. I got all the raisins, but it was a very harrowing evening. Okay, incident 3,
Don't tell me to love onions on the floor.
No, this is a kicker, okay? So, I figured they really exploited his whole digestive tract from the top side. So then the third day, she says, I've lost a tube sock. And I said, okay, interesting. Fast forward 2 weeks later, he poops out the entire tube sock. Okay, so the final, this is I guess is a tetrafecta, not a trifecta. But the fourth thing, fourth night, my mom, we hear a big crash in the morning. My mom comes running out, and they basically broke her bed. She let them sleep in her bed. So the bed is now broken. So anyways, fast forward 3 months later, she's still sleeping on a 30-degree decline, okay?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Okay, so the last day was actually the most peaceful day. In the morning, I go for breakfast. The husband, who looks like a splitting image of Ben Kingsley, is sitting across from me, and he slowly lowers the newspaper that he's reading, and he's like, this was quite the visit, wasn't it? and with clenched teeth, I'm like, yes, it was. And then that was it. That was the final.
Oh, my goodness, Shaffin. That is crazy, dude. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Oh, quick thing, Deepa, so glad you're on the show. You mentored my kids a few years ago, and they're doing amazing, so thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
No problem. Have a good one, guys. Take care,
buddy. See ya.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Hello, Kate. It's Roz and Mocha. How are you?
Hi.
What's going on?
Do I get back together with my ex, or do we stay friends?
Do you get back together with your ex, or do you stay friends? Wow. Kate, you were says, hey, Roz and Mocha, fix my life. My ex and I broke up a week ago. From 7 months of dating. I cut communication at the time so I could heal, but he keeps reaching out. He admitted he still has feelings for me and doesn't want to see me moving on. We are both student athletes at a small university, and he's also my TA in one of my classes, so we see each other quite often. I still love and care about him, but he's already done this to me once before, and I can't keep on getting hurt. We've since reconnected communication, but I'm so confused on what he wants and don't know what to do.
So why did you break up, Kate?
So pretty much we're doing long distance over the summer, and when there's long distance, everything doesn't go the plan, and we were fighting a lot near the end of our long distance. And then I moved back to school, and he was just frustrated with the fighting, and he just didn't want to stay together.
Okay. So were those the problems that were in your relationship the first time you guys broke up?
Yeah, the first time he just didn't feel he could give me what I wanted.
You wrote something interesting in your letter to us, which I want to pull apart here real quick. You said that after you broke up and then he sort of reestablished communication, you said, he admitted he still has feelings for me and doesn't want to see me moving on.
Yeah.
So you think that's a control thing?
Yep.
Yeah, so it doesn't sound like if he had said, you know, my God, I realize I made a horrible mistake and I'm a little bit screwed up. And, you know, I think that we can work through, you know, things as individuals, but I also think we can work through them together as a couple because I think we're stronger that way. That's one thing. But for somebody to say that they want to get back together with you because they don't want to see you move on, that's a terrible reason to want to get back together with somebody.
Yeah.
That is, you know, I don't really want you, but I sort of don't want anyone to have you. So maybe I'll keep you around just to keep others away until I find what I'm actually looking for. And when I do find what I'm actually looking for, I'm hoping that that will then put me in a position to be okay to let you go.
Yeah.
This doesn't sound like a relationship that you want to be in, Kate.
Well, it's hard because this is my first, relationship.
Sure. And hey, listen, some relationships before they actually take off, you get together and break up a dozen times, right? Like that happens all the time. But the foundation has to be that you want to be with that person. Where it sounds like to me is that he doesn't really want to be with you. He just doesn't want you to be with anybody else.
Yeah.
And don't do that to yourself.
When was the last time you guys spoke?
Actually, last week at a party.
Yeah. You still hitting that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
girl,
Okay.
you need to stop all that.
So it sounds like it's a very convenient thing, right? Like, you know,
For
you're a
both of
you're
you.
a little busted up about it, but nobody's really heartbroken, and your bodies fit real good together, and it's easy, and all that other stuff. And this, I don't think that you guys have built something that you need to really hurt yourself over or get hurt over. And to me, this sounds like you're just going to get hurt again.
Yeah. I'm also a little worried about him being my TA.
Yeah. Well,
Is there any way to get around that or no?
Well, they're supposed to
Disclose all
for
that,
TAs, they're
right?
supposed to send a list of students you can't grade because you know them personally.
Yeah.
Don't know if he did that or not.
You should make sure he did that.
Yeah.
And just kill all communication, kill that relationship. It just doesn't sound like it's going to lead to anything positive for your life.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's a terrible reason. That's one of the worst we've heard on this. That he wants to get back together with me because he doesn't want to see you move on. That's an awful reason. I can't believe somebody said that to you. Like thinking it would work. Like what a dingbat.
Well-
This guy teaches people?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, don't. You're gonna get. It's not gonna. This is not. You don't do that to you, right? And then you make sure that you tell the school that this guy can't grade your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And
Okay, thank you.
stop getting drunk and hitting that.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kate.
Thank you.
Bye,
Have a
love.
good day.
Take it
Bye-bye.
easy.
Bras and mochas fix my life.
On Kiss.
Yes, bitch.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
What's going on?
I don't know about you.
What's the equivalent? Because I hear you girls always calling each other bitch and stuff,
Yeah.
right? Is there the equivalent for dudes? Other than bro, dude.
I don't know.
Right? What's the equivalent?
I don't think there is one. I think bro, maybe.
I was listening to this one podcast with these two hilarious women, and all they do is call each other bitches.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
What's the podcast?
Oh my God, these girls from Atlanta. I only listened to one episode. Oh, let me find it here.
What do you call your friends, Shem?
God, I feel like that's evolved over the last little while as I gotten older.
Yeah.
Sorry to
I
interrupt.
wanna-
It's Poor minds, P-O-U-R, because they drink wine.
Okay, gotcha.
I think I went from evolve from yo bro,
yeah,
to just calling them by their name.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It was easy. Yeah, sure. I get that.
Yeah,
I
know?
get that. Maurie, in gay world,
Well, I don't have friends, but
fair
if
enough.
I did.
I wasn't going to bring that up, but
No, but I just want to make sure you knew.
okay, I know. Believe me, because I think that bitch is used in gay world a lot too, right?
I know that, like, when I went to, like, spin class and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, all of us gays there, we called each other, like, miss or, like, oh,
Girl.
she,
You guys use girl a lot, right?
She's looking good.
Yeah, that's really wild. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, same with me and my friends.
Oh, you're
Miss Thing?
Girl.
All of your friends?
Girl.
So many
I
friends.
Know. Oh, my God. Can I just tell you
How do
something?
you even keep up?
Okay, so first of all, so we're talking about friends here, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to believe this.
What,
Okay,
what?
so you know I have two friends,
Uh-huh.
right? I got my friend Frank
And Maurie.
and I got my friend Carl.
Yes.
Right?
So 3 friends.
No, I do not, Maury. I got 2 friends that I would actually call. Like if they said, hey, do you want to go for a beer? I would go for a beer. I got 2 friends in my life where I said, hey, do you want to go for a beer? They would say, yeah, let's go for a beer. I got 2 friends. 2. In my book, right? I write about how I'm not a very good friend, right? I have 2 friends. One friend gets a big chunk of one chapter, right? Frank gets a big chunk of one chapter
haven't got there yet.
in my book.
Okay. Spoiler alert.
My other friend, Carl.
Yes.
He didn't get his own chapter. Carl kept asking me over and over and over again as I was writing the book, hey, how's my chapter coming? How's my chapter coming? How's my chapter coming?
Yeah.
Right?
That's a great friend.
Great friend. And I wrote in my book, in my acknowledgments, I wrote, Carl Swanson, a great friend and a great dad. You get your own chapter in the next one, promise. Right? Carl Swanson, my second friend in the world, his last name is Carl Swanston.
You spelled it wrong.
Oh, no.
I have 2 friends, one of which I spelt their name wrong.
No. Yo, he's so pissed.
I only had to get it right twice.
Oh, no.
Twice.
And you messed that up.
And I messed it up.
So mad.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Well,
Hey, Roz, what day is today?
I don't know, man. What is it? The 3rd? Something like that?
No, you got to say October 3rd.
October 3rd.
Because it's Mean Girls Day.
What's that mean?
In the movie, she says what day, or he says what day is today, and then she goes, it's October 3rd, and that's the thing.
Oh.
Talking to Aaron more and more. On October 3rd, he asked me what day it was. It's October 3rd.
See, there you go.
Oh. Is this something people do?
Yes.
Yes? Why? What are we supposed to do on Mean Girls Day?
You just celebrate by asking people what day it is.
Oh. That's not a thing.
It is.
No, it is a thing.
That's a thing? Everything is a thing.
Mean Girls Day is
Oh,
actually
man,
a
I
thing.
didn't want to be pissed off this early.
There's actually 2 Mean Girls days. There's also the Wednesday that you wear pink.
Okay.
No, that's every Wednesday, though. That's not a Mean
On
Girls
Wednesdays,
Day.
you wear pink.
Yes. Yes.
Bro, you're so not fetch.
Yeah.
Like, come prepared to the conversation if you're going to talk about Mean Girls Day.
Oh, for God's sake.
Talking to Aaron more and more. On October 3rd, he asked me what day it was. It's October 3rd.
And then 2 weeks later, we spoke again.
Look at Mark, so proud of himself.
Right? Yeah, listen, if you can talk about the movie, know the movie. And then 2 weeks later, we talked again.
Well, my
And she
plan was to
says it's
recycle
rain-
my-
And then she looked outside and said it's raining. He goes, yeah. Come on, man.
I was going to recycle my video where I asked Matthew what day it was, and he got really angry.
Why'd he get so angry?
Because he didn't get it. I'm like, no, but what day is today? And yeah, he didn't.
Nobody gets it. I didn't get it. And I've seen Mean Girls like a dozen times.
$20 says you're going to now do that to somebody else.
$20 says I will not.
Yeah, take the
Maury.
bet, Ross. Take
Give
the
me
bet,
that money
please.
right now.
Take the bet. Anytime Maury
I take
initiates
that
a bet where it's financial, just say
Yeah,
yes because you
yeah.
know you're going to win.
Bro, I take that bet. 100% done.
But how
Done.
are we supposed to prove each other right?
Because
or wrong?
if I say that to anybody today, they will call. Trust me. Trust me.
Okay.
You will know. So tomorrow you give me $20.
in your face.
Yeah, and then we're going to have a new reason to celebrate October 3rd.
Roz is $20 richer.
Yeah, exactly.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Over the weekend, Damnit Maurie talked to Vince Vaughan.
Oh,
He was
yeah?
in Toronto to help wrap up
What was
the
he
Just
doing?
for Laughs festival. Vince Vaughan, and I had no idea that he was best friends with Peter Billingsley, who played the kid in A Christmas Story from 1983.
That's crazy. I love A Christmas Story.
I was more excited to meet Peter than Vince because, like, A Christmas Story's been in my whole life.
Yeah. I
And
put a
he-
chapter in my book called A Christmas Story.
I know.
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I haven't got there yet.
You haven't got there yet? You haven't finished my book yet? Bro, hurt my feelings.
Matthew started reading it.
Did he?
Yeah.
Is he loving it?
Did he finish it in 2 hours like you did?
He's going between two books.
Oh, I don't recommend that at all.
And it's yours and
That's
George
like
Michael.
that's going between two lovers. You can't do that. Anyway, what the hell was Peter Billingsley doing in Toronto?
So they have a new movie together called Christmas with the Campbells. But like Vince Vaughn, it's by the way, it's out on December 2nd. But Vince Vaughn, I think, produced and wrote the movie along with Peter Billingsley. But Vince Vaughn is not in the movie, right, Maury?
That's right.
Oh.
Which I couldn't believe.
Brittany Snow is in the movie. Justin Long is in the movie. Alex Moffat is in the movie. George Wendt is in the movie.
That's a good cast.
But produced by Vince Vaughn and Peter Billingsley. So, Damnit Maurie on the red carpet with both Vince Vaughn and Peter Billingsley.
It's the beginning of October. Is it too early to start talking about Christmas?
You know, seeing that it's the comedy festival, I think the timing is right on time. I do have to be honest and say I'm a little more in a horror mood, just starting to get ready for some horror. But I don't think it's too early, Peter.
No, it's Christmas, but it's also a comedy. You know, and I think it's never too early to laugh, right?
What was that? What was the horror movie that Vince Vaughn did last year? Was it the year before? Where it was a switch-a movie where he switched bodies with like a cheerleader.
I remember that.
It was really good.
Right.
It was really
But he
lightning
was-
struck, and then
And he was like really a psychopathic killer, right?
something like that.
And then
yeah.
she-
Freaky.
What was it called?
Yeah, Freaky. Is that what it was? Yeah, that was a great movie.
This is Damnit Maurie talking to Vince Vaughn and Peter Billingsley.
Now, between the two of you, you are in 3 of my absolute favorite Christmas movies. Can either of you, during the Christmas season, if you're flipping through TV, see your movie come on and actually sit back and watch it?
You're funny. You know, I don't watch many times the movies that I'm in once I've made them because if I do, I kind of go, oh, I remember that day we did this or that. But you know, I'm glad I'm been able to be involved in the movies that people kind of enjoy for sure.
For sure. Yeah, kind of the same thing. I think you do and you move on, but sometimes winds up in the background and you look at it and remember something funny about it.
Was Peter Billingsley in anything else other
Yes,
than
he was. He was
in
in
what?
Elf with Will Ferrell. He was one of the elves.
Was he really?
Yes.
They cast him as an elf?
That's
oh,
right.
that was John Favreau. So good, man.
I
to
didn't
do
know that.
Yeah.
And then Vince
that's
Vaughn is
awesome.
in obviously 4 Christmases.
Which was produced by Peter Billingsley.
Wow.
No, it wasn't. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, so they really
Who
are
knew
best
they had
friends.
this like partnership? I had no idea.
They've been best friends since the 90s.
I had no idea.
So what else was Vince Vaughn in for Christmas movies?
Oh, that was the only Christmas movie he's been in, but
Yeah.
Peter's been in 2.
Oh, right. I
And
gotcha.
Peter Billingsley produced The Breakup, which was a Vince Vaughn movie.
Jeez.
Really?
Yeah. Whatever my baby wants, my baby gets.
Lemons.
Yeah.
I did not know that the two of them were like close like that.
No. That's great. That's great.
And Peter Billingsley's IMDb is like stacked.
Mm-hmm.
That's
as a
wild.
producer.
4 Christmases. I remember I was on. I was taking a flight one time during like a real like politically correct time. I don't know what was going on in the world, but everybody was just on edge of offending everybody. And you know, sometimes when you're on a plane, they edit movies, right? Just for content. Even if you're watching it alone on your
And
on your personal
For
screen
the flight, right?
No, because these are all on your screen,
Oh,
right?
okay,
But
okay,
like
okay.
sometimes sometimes things are removed. But this was like a real particular time when this happened, and 4 Christmases was on there, and they changed the name of the movie. Because in the movie, 4 Christmases, they have to go to 4 different families' houses to do 4 different Christmases in one day, right? That's the thing with 4 Christmases. They changed the name of the movie on the flight from 4 Christmases to 4 Holidays.
But
what?
That would make sense if it wasn't, but it was actually 4 Christmases.
It was actually 4 Christmases.
But then you can't take out the Christmas references
No.
from the movie because that is the
They
entire
just
movie.
changed the name.
in the movie.
They just changed the name of the movie from Four Christmases to Four
and they
Holidays.
say Christmas throughout the entire
It's a
movie.
whole Christmas movie, but they changed the title on the flight.
This is Damnit Maurie talking to Vince Vaughan and Peter Billingsley on the red carpet at the wrap, I guess, the end of Just for Laughs Festival. And their new movie is called Christmas with the Campbells, out on December 2nd.
Since you're both in like the Christmas movie kings, you're the people to ask this to sort of, I guess, maybe get in on the debate of all time. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
I have to say, absolutely yes. It's about family. It takes place in the holiday. He's kind of there rescuing his family. So I say yes.
1,000% yes. Totally agree with Vince. It opens with a Christmas song and it ends with a family getting back together. Is there a greater message of Christmas than that? Come on.
Right.
Maury bringing back a debate that's been settled for years.
Has it ever been settled?
Yes,
People debate it every
settled.
year.
No, they did settled.
But it's settled. It is a Christmas movie. That is Vince Vaughn and Peter Billingsley. Christmas
Love
with the
them.
Campbells, out on December 2nd.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Guys, I'm hype.
Why? What happened?
Did you guys watch the trailer for season 5 of Yellowstone?
No. When did that drop?
A couple days
How
ago.
did I miss this?
Yo, Shem, did you watch it?
I sure did.
Oh my God.
It's gonna get good.
It is so crazy.
Oh man, I want to like.
Here,
All
listen to this, okay?
Thank you,
Do you
yes.
even remember what happened in season 4? At the end of season 4?
Yeah, he's the
Spoiler
governor
alert.
now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then all the drama with Jamie
His kid.
and his
I know his kid. I'm
Yeah.
trying to remember
Jamie,
the drama.
who, spoiler alert, was
Yeah.
going to run against him,
right
against John, and then the stuff with Jamie's other dad.
Right. Yes, that's right.
Making a hand gesture, but I can't, just in case, to spoil
Yes.
everything.
Pew pew.
Right?
Yes.
And then the other stuff with Beth and Rip. Mr. and Mrs.
Oh yes. Okay.
Spoiler alert, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Okay.
Right? But listen to this, okay? This is
Yeah.
a trailer for season 5.
I, John Dutton, do solemnly swear to uphold the Constitution of the state of Montana against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Yep.
Bro.
You have no friends in this building, John. You're gonna have to bring your own.
What you gonna do first? What do you think I'm gonna do? You're all fired. Beth, you're my new chief of staff.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
So
Beth.
good.
I'm doing this for our
Beth with
family.
more power.
We need to talk.
They will fight you. They will fight you dirty.
Is there any other way?
Yes.
Ruin them, starting with her.
Signing this order is a declaration of war.
We're already at war.
I do this for my father. I don't do this for me.
This family!
I love it when she gets mad. It means I'm gonna make a lot of money.
Bro, this is like, if you're a fan of Yellowstone, this is it for you.
Yeah.
November 13th, by the way, is when it comes out.
That Beth character.
We give everything to this land. I do mean everything.
Just come on, man.
That Beth character is one of the coolest written characters I've seen on a show in a long time. And I don't want to take away from the woman who plays her, because I don't think that that character would be nearly as interesting if that actress wasn't playing her, because I think that she's absolutely brilliant.
Yes.
And maybe it's because I hadn't seen her in a million things over the years that I didn't have an imprint of who she was in my mind already.
Yeah.
So that actor who plays Beth is only Beth.
And forever will be back.
Yeah, and then
she plays the character so well.
She's so great at it, right? Like for me, like I look at John Dutton, I know it's Kevin Costner, and I've seen him in a million things, but for Beth, I don't know her from a lot of things, and so she's so like imprinted on me as
But, like,
this
same
icon.
Same with Rip, though. Like this tough, rough, brooding
Yeah,
guy. Like
yeah.
if they were to ever cast Rip as like the romantic
I
lead
know.
in like one of those Hallmark Christmas
I'm sure
movies,
he's done something like that before
sure,
this, though.
but I can't see him other than Rip.
No.
And question.
Yeah.
Beth is Kelly Riley. She was in Sherlock Holmes, by the way.
Which one?
The 2009 Sherlock Holmes.
With like
Jude
the
Law
the
and-
movie Sherlock
yeah, the
Holmes?
movie
Oh,
Sherlock.
yeah,
With,
yes, yeah, I wouldn't know that.
Robert Downey?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Do they add a little extra to Kevin Costner's voice to make him sound a little
sure
bit
they
more
do.
kind of gravelly,
yeah,
scary? Like, listen to this.
I, John Dutton,
Yeah.
do solemnly swear
Right?
Yeah.
to uphold the Constitution of the state of Montana.
Like, do they add anything
No,
to
I
his
think that,
voice,
I
you
think
Or
he's
that's
just.
just
I
it?
think that's how you get when you're old, right? And also, I'm sure he's a brilliant actor, so he can
Then
just
how come
do
you're not
that.
at that like that yet?
You shut up, Maury.
Anyway.
Okay. Give me 40 years on a ranch. I'll sound like that.
There you go. Yellowstone season 5 out on November
God.
13th.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Yeah, baby.
Baby.
What's going on, everybody?
Oh, you know. I got some in my eye. Cat hair or something, man.
That happened to me.
How?
We don't have
you don't have a
cats.
cat.
No, I had a beard hair in my eye this morning.
What were you? Why was your beard up by your eye? Or were you clipping and then it flew up? That happens to me
No, I assume
sometimes.
it's like while I
Oh,
was
yeah.
sleeping, I was rolling around.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
It's the worst. Like when I shave, if I'm trimming my beard, and sometimes like a hair will like fly into my mouth or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
That's
bro.
the worst.
I get that because my beard's much longer than both of yours, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like
yeah.
you should see when I had to make a bib the other day
From your
because
beard?
because I was fixing the sink in the bathroom, right?
Uh-huh.
Like the main bathroom. So the whole sink was pulled off the wall. Like there was no sort of plumbing, so there was no way to wash the sink or anything else. So I had to use the other bathroom, and the other bathroom has a little tiny sink in it, right?
Yeah.
And if I trim my beard in there, literally I would be picking up hair forever.
Yeah.
So I went to the kitchen and I got a blue bag.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. A recycling bag?
Recycling bag.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then I tied it around my neck.
Yep.
Right? And then I took the whole thing and I stood back from the wall about 2 feet. And then I took the bottom of the blue bag.
Yep.
And I taped it to the wall.
Yep.
Okay. And then so when I trimmed my beard, everything fell into the blue bag. And then I just untied it from my neck and bundled it all up and then just threw it into the garbage.
Bro.
I made a bib. It was great. It worked perfectly.
I got the perfect thing for you.
Which is what?
A beard bib.
Oh, shut up.
They exist.
No, they don't.
Yeah, I told you about this before.
You did?
So my sister-in-law bought one.
I have no memory.
Talking to Roz is like, honestly,
I know. Isn't it wonderful?
pointless.
My sister-in-law bought it for my brother-in-law.
No.
And it's a cape. You Velcro it around your neck.
Yeah.
Right? And it comes with 2 suction cups that
Yeah.
you stick to the mirror.
Yeah.
And on the edge of the cape, it's got 2 little hooks, right?
Yeah.
That you then hook it onto the
Like
suction
little
cups.
suction cups.
Right? And
Bro.
it looks like this.
That's it. That's it. But only
Right.
mine was like very homemade looking. Right?
Instead of tying it around your neck, why didn't you put the handles of the blue bag around your ear?
What are you talking about?
Like, because like
How does that
the
work?
It's not handles.
There's no handles.
Oh, like I assumed it's like a shopping bag.
No, like a big recycling bag.
Oh, I guess you could use a shopping bag and hook it around your ear.
Yeah, but no, you have to be too close to
these
the
beard
mirror.
aprons, like there's so many of them
It's
on
always
Amazon.
called a beard apron.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bib.
So-
It's a bib. It's not an apron.
Listen, man, it sounds
Yeah.
cool when you say apron.
All right. No, it's a beard bib.
Okay, shut up.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So,
I
the beard
apologize.
apron.
Sorry.
So I always thought,
Jeez, man.
like when my brother-in-law got one, right? I
Yeah.
was like, oh, whatever. This is so lame,
Stupid.
right?
Yeah.
So dumb. So then Jenna bought me.
No, she didn't. You have one?
Jenna bought one for me.
Yeah?
Bro, let me tell you, the cleanup
Yeah.
after a
You
shave.
use it?
I use
Do
it.
you really?
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, listen, I look ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay? If you have one of these,
Yeah.
or ladies, if you've ever walked into the bathroom and your guy is shaving and he's wearing one of these beard aprons,
Yeah.
beard bib, like, looks like an idiot.
Bro.
It looks so stupid. But I promise you, the cleanup afterwards, because the clippings just fall into the apron.
Perfect.
You roll it up and then
Yep.
you take it to the trash, dump it out, and there's like very minimal
Yeah.
hair left in the sink or on the countertop or on the floor.
When I made my beard bib, right, out of a blue bag, I closed the bathroom door for the first time in like forever.
Yeah.
Right. Because I was too embarrassed for Catherine to see me.
Thank you.
Right.
Listen,
and just
when-
keep and remember, last week she caught me on the toilet eating a slice of pizza.
Correction.
Because I left the door open.
Two
right.
slices of pizza.
2 slices of pizza. And this was my level of where I'm like,
Yeah,
this is too
yeah.
embarrassing.
Well, listen, if you get one of these beard aprons, I'm telling you, you still have to close the bathroom
Yeah.
door.
Oh, I will for sure. For sure.
But it exists.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
See Post Malone's new tattoo?
No. What do you got?
He got his daughter's initials.
Sweet.
Hasn't revealed the name of his daughter just yet.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He doesn't post about her at all. I don't even think he posts anything about his girlfriend.
No.
Unintended.
So his daughter's initials are DDP.
Okay.
And he tattooed the initials on his forehead.
Forehead?
Do we know if it is the daughter's initials, or does it stand for like daddy, daughter, something?
No, it's the story that I'm reading here says it's his daughter's initials.
Oh my God.
You know when he did this?
When?
Right after performing a show.
Really?
Like the tattoo artist showed up with gear, table, needles, everything to the stadium that Post Malone was performing at in Indianapolis, I believe it was. So after his show, and he was like chilled out for a bit, and then
he's like, tattoo my face.
Got tattooed
I
up.
mean, it's not. Listen, I would say it would be weird if that was his only face tattoo.
Yeah. Oh no, he's got.
But Post Malone's got a lot of face tattoos.
Yeah, he's got like playing card, like a deck of
God,
cards.
that's such next level, man.
He's
Like,
got stay away. He's got always tired. right on his face.
I know. You have to be so like. I always look at somebody who has a tattoo on their face, and you have to have this incredible confidence in yourself to know that you are, and maybe you're not, but somebody like Post Malone, like to just be so confident in your own talent and your own ability that you know that you can tattoo up your face and it's not going to screw you. You know what I mean? Like you have to be so confident that what you're doing and, and his music and all that other stuff, that it was going to work.
Like Mike Tyson did his face, right?
Yeah, but Mike Tyson was the greatest boxer of all time before he tattooed his face. Like Post Malone showed up with tattoos on his face.
I know. There was no
Like,
guarantee that he was going to make it.
No.
Now he can get like whatever he wants tattooed anywhere because he's friggin' Post Malone.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
like Post Malone, like there's no, I'm sure in the world there is somebody just like Post Malone who didn't get a job at Enterprise Car Rental because they tattooed their face.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they thought they were going to make it too, and they didn't. Right?
Right. Totally.
Yeah.
Like he's not, his real name is Austin Richard Post, right?
Yeah.
He can't show up, as you said, to Enterprise
No.
to apply for a job
No.
as Austin with all the face tattoos, with always tired and stay away tatted up on his face.
Thank you. And it's what you get tattooed as well, right?
Yeah.
Like you can't, even if you had one tattoo, okay, maybe you get that, maybe you get a job, right? Like let's say you're going to a lumber yard, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, they got some spots to fill. Your old man taught you how to drive a tow motor. Okay, you know your way around some wood, right? You can't get a job. Like nobody's going to hire you. It's not the face tattoo. It's the fact that you have always tired. Nobody's going to hire somebody who has always tired tattooed on their face.
Yeah, and
Well,
there's
it's at
and
the
you
Sleep
can't
Research Center.
No, and
Yeah.
you can't lie, right? Like if someone looks at you and they're like,
No.
how are you with working long hours?
Bro.
You can't honestly say, I got it. Like,
Yeah.
no problem.
No, don't worry about it. It's just a goof.
Right.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's an
okay.
inside
yeah.
joke.
Yeah. On your face. Like you have to be so confident in your abilities, man. Like it's I find it like I'm not a fan of face tattoos and stuff like that, but for somebody like Post Malone, I'm just like I'm sort of in awe about it because it's like you just believed in you so much that that like none of that was even in your way. Like you just
could
didn't
get always
second
tired
guess
on your
it.
face.
I should get always tired. I should get always tired all over my body because every part of my body's always tired.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Kim Kardashian is now in the podcast game.
Is she?
Yeah.
I was wondering why she had, because it takes a lot of time to put a podcast together, right?
But
she can't
this
just sit there and do it on her phone and charge $250,000, for 30 seconds, right?
Let me play you the trailer for this podcast, though.
Yeah.
Because it actually sounds really good.
Yeah.
And this is right up Kim Kardashian's alley.
Okay.
Okay? Listen to this.
The case of Kevin Keith is deeply twisted and incredibly heartbreaking from all sides.
An Ohio man has been sentenced to death.
It sounds straightforward at first.
3 counts of murder for allegedly killing 3 members of the Chapman family.
But the deeper we go, the more the reported events are called into question.
State defense attorneys say new evidence clears him.
Did you do this?
I could never commit a crime like this. Never.
There are so many twists and turns in your case and so many things that just make no sense.
So you know how she's into
doing like a true crime, like a
true crime podcast.
Great.
Because she's
Brilliant
into
move. Brilliant move.
Love it.
She's into prison reform.
Yeah.
Right? So she's been following this guy's story for a long time. And then back in 2019, tweeted about it because she learned about it in 2018. She tweeted this: I heard about Kevin Keith's case last year, and the more I learned about it, the more I believe the world needs to hear what happened to him. He was on death row, and he came within days of execution before the governor of Ohio commuted his sentence to life without parole. So this guy was convicted of triple homicide back in 94 and maintains his innocence and has spent all this time, almost 30 years, behind bars and trying to fight this.
Wow.
And then it got Kim Kardashian's attention, and she's already helped people in the past.
Yeah.
With her prison reform
She's
program.
good at it. This
And
is
she really is good.
such a brilliant move, and it sounds like she has really good producers working on the show.
Yeah.
But I think that branching off, and she's so good at figuring out what is needed in specific spaces, right? Like Kim Kardashian could easily do another Kardashian version of the show, but just as a podcast where they sit around and they just goof with each other and everything else. But knowing how popular these true crime podcasts are in that podcast world, like it's just a brilliant move.
The podcast, by the way, I think it's only on Spotify. It's called The System, The Case of Kevin Keith.
Yeah.
2 episodes are out right now. But the timing of it is also perfect because there was so much talk in the past 2-3 weeks of the Serial podcast.
Yeah.
Because the subject, the guy that they focused on in that podcast was just released from prison because he was convicted of murdering his girlfriend back in, I think it was 99.
Yeah.
And there was just all sorts of...
He was in there a long time.
There's been all sorts of... I guess they couldn't find the proof, or there were all these missteps with the case, with the prosecutors, and not enough evidence, according to this guy and his lawyers and the podcast. So this Kim Kardashian one almost sounds similar or in line with the Serial podcast, right?
Yeah. The craziest story I ever heard was years ago. And I'm when I say years ago, I mean like the early 90s. There was an article in maybe Esquire or something like that, where there was a guy who was in, it would have had to have been like Texas or Florida or something like that. And he was in the joint doing big time for murder. And while he was in there, he escaped, and they caught him, and they threw him back in the joint. And when a convict tries to escape, they just add years onto your sentence, right? But while he was serving his time, his murder conviction was overturned when they started checking DNA. Like it was around the time when they were going through all these old cases and checking DNA. And so his case was overturned. His murder case was overturned, but he wasn't released because he had to serve out the years he was convicted for escaping.
Oh, you were right there, bro.
Right?
You were right there.
So they overturned his murder conviction, but they didn't overturn him escaping. But the reason he escaped was because he was in there for something he didn't do and had to run out the rest of his years for escaping.
Oh, no.
Can you imagine that?
Sucks.
Can you imagine that?
Sucks.
Right? That's a crazy story, but there's so many of these, and that's why these podcasts are so popular.
So if you're interested on the, believe it or not, Kim
That's
Kardashian true crime podcast, it's out right now on Spotify. It's called The System, The Case of Kevin Keith.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hello, it's Roz and Mocha. Who's this?
Hey, it's Darren.
What's up, Darren?
What's going on, man?
I just had this question real quick. My daughter wants to wear a Queen Elizabeth Halloween costume this year. Is that too early?
No.
I don't think so.
No. But like, does she want to be like zombie Queen Elizabeth or just like alive, wonderful Queen Elizabeth?
Well, the funny thing is, partially zombie.
I knew it. I knew it.
But her friend wants to come as the Grim Reaper.
Oh, boy.
I say, okay, they announced the official cause of death for the Queen, okay? And you never get this because it's always something else. They always have to actually attribute it to something like what actually killed the person, whether it was cardiac arrest or whatever it was, right? A stroke, or they always have to actually attribute to it. The thing that was wonderful about the way that they handled the Queen's death was her official cause of death was old age. Okay, they attributed nothing else to it other than
a wonderful life.
Other than the life she lived. And so I think that, no, is it too soon to go as the Queen, even if your best friend is going as the Grim Reaper? I say no. I say go for it.
Yeah, you know what? I think
Had she been kicked by a horse, right?
Sure, and died that way?
Yeah, and died that way,
yeah.
I'd be like, bro,
I get it.
that's like, it was real unfortunate. But no, she went out after all those years. I think it's totally fine.
Yeah, you know what? I think people would, I don't think people would mind at all.
What if the Grim Reaper was wearing this big clock on the chest, tapping his hand, like, come on already? It's been like
I think that if what's going to happen is, I think that if your kid wants to go as Queen Elizabeth and her friend wants to go as Grim Reaper, what they need to do anytime somebody is shocked at seeing the two of them together is I think that your daughter needs to kick the Grim Reaper's ass.
Oh, yeah, good one.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Not now.
Yeah, you're not going to get me
jackass!
today. You're not going to get me today.
Yeah. I think that's what needs to happen.
Not today.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Right on.
All right, thanks, guys.
You got
All right, brother.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Y'all good?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Y'all good, Maury?
No other lasagna is as good as yours. I've tried.
Oh, jeez.
I had 2 different lasagnas last night to try and find a comparable
pause for
one.
1 second, Maury. You know what's so funny, man, is I knew something was up with you. I
have now tried, in the course of a week, 5 different frozen lasagnas to see if I can find one that matches yours.
Right.
Just so I don't have to like...
Sorry, I thought I said that in my head. I didn't know I said that out loud.
Go ahead, Maury.
No,
So I'm
you
sorry.
used your outside voice.
So, okay. 5
different
lasagnas.
frozen lasagnas to try and find the one that matches yours. Like even fancy ones, like Pusateri's.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
Okay, so now what? So
And
what
I
are you
even tried a
asking?
vegan
What are you
one.
asking?
God, no.
What are you vegan?
Gross. What are you asking?
I know. I want to let you know that yours is just so good.
So what are you asking?
Please, can I have a lasagna?
Yeah. One massive troll job, huh?
Right? Yeah.
One massive
One
troll
came
job.
close. One came close.
Which one?
Which one?
The meat lasagna from Loblaws. The President's
Okay.
Choice meat lasagna from
Okay.
Loblaws. That was
Okay.
comparable because
Yeah.
it's buttery. Roz's.
Okay. So just buy a stack of those.
Yeah, I like your grease.
Yeah. Bro, you know what? Even though I know it's all about food, right? When Maury looks at you in the face and says, I like your grease, bro, come on now. It's not cool.
One man.
Okay?
And you have to.
It's not
can
cool.
I just say,
We're coworkers. You can't tell
have
me
to
you
watch,
like my grease.
You have to watch what you say around Maury.
Yeah.
Because you say one thing and
Yes.
Maury will isolate something from that sentence and make it super weird.
Thank you.
For example, you said something earlier, which Maury then isolated and sent to me saying, hey, guess what? This is going to be my new ringtone.
What?
So anytime, look at him. Oh, yeah.
What did I say earlier?
Meanwhile, it happened like an hour ago. Don't act so surprised, Maury.
What did I say earlier?
This.
Oh, Maury. Oh, Maury.
The gift that keeps on giving.
What the hell, man?
Yeah. So anytime Maury's phone rings today.
Oh, Maury. Oh, Maury. That's okay, bro. You would not believe, okay? As much as Maury terrifies me with things, okay? Somebody sent me the most terrifying message I may have ever got from a fan before.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah, Shem. The most terrifying message that I ever got from a fan.
Okay.
Which was something I hadn't even thought about.
Okay. Can you say it?
Yes.
Go.
A fan wrote me going, at what point is it okay to start submitting slow-mo stuff from your audiobook?
Oh, my God.
Oh my God, no.
What was your answer?
No, never.
Okay, because I thought the exact same
Shut up. You were the devil.
No.
I work with terrible people.
I was, because I'm listening to the audiobook right now, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's some parts that are like actually, like, there's humor in the book.
Yes.
Right? I know a lot of the book is is some pretty heavy stuff.
Yes.
And I would never.
Thank you.
Right?
Yes.
Never.
Yes. Yes.
Take the
Yes.
serious stuff that you're talking about.
Yes.
But some of the funny stuff, I was like, this one actually kind of sounds funny.
Okay.
Slow down.
Okay. You
No,
are.
hold on.
Yeah.
Let's not toss the sad stuff off the table.
Okay.
Jeez.
Oh my
No, you
God.
can't, man. You can't.
Hey, if you can't laugh at sadness, then what's the
Also,
point?
guess what? No lasagna for you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is.
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Kayla, hello. It's Ron Zamoka.
Hi.
What's going on? Why are you reaching out? Tell everyone.
I'm shocked that our families don't want to help us plan our wedding.
You're shocked your family doesn't want to help you plan your wedding. Eesh. Kayla, you wrote it says, Roz and Mocha Fix My Life. I just got engaged. Hey!
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We've been together almost 8 years. I need help on getting both sides of my family to help plan the upcoming wedding. We have asked many times for a guest list of people who need to travel, but got nothing. No one seems interested in this wedding. I thought they would be more excited.
See, this is a funny FML because most times we'll talk to someone who's like, my family is getting too involved.
Yes.
And how do I tell them to back off?
Thank you, Mocha.
Right?
Yeah. You're a first.
Uh-huh. So,
Yeah.
okay. So do your parents or does your family like your fiance?
Yeah, like I have a single mom, so she loves him to death. Everything that he does for me and our kids, everything. Like he works hard, everything. But it's just both sides don't want to be involved at all.
Why don't they want to be involved? Or what do you suspect their reluctance is based on?
I have no clue. Like it's 2 years away, so it's in 2024. It's not too close, but it's kind of close. And there's a lot of family across the border that need to come over, and I've just given the task of I need a guest list.
Why are you asking them for a guest list? Why are you not coming up with your own guest list?
I have a guest list, but for family, there's just a lot of conflict, and some people don't like other people. So I know,
but it's your wedding though.
Mm-hmm.
I know. It's one of those things where I'm just like, I'll give you that one task. And it's like they don't want.
I know, but now you're putting it on them to sort of
deal with the family drama.
Deal with the family drama.
Yeah, see, I'm not a drama person. I like to stay away from the drama.
Yeah, but that's your job. It's your wedding.
I know.
They don't want it. They don't want it because what's going to wind up happening is now when somebody's pissed off that they didn't get invited, right? Because a decision was made that maybe they're going to cause a ruckus or they're not going to get along or whatever it is. That decision now is not on you. It's on somebody else that you're putting that on.
Yeah, it's actually very true.
Why don't you and your fiance just come up with a guest list and say, here's who we want at our wedding and just leave it at that?
Because I've actually been to a wedding recently and it was like basically a huge fight. It was like a wrestling match and things got broken and I don't want to pay.
Let me tell you
for
something.
damage fees.
Let me tell you something. Okay, if I were you, nobody likes going to weddings, right?
Yeah.
As somebody who's planning one, nobody likes going to weddings. Okay, I will say this: going to a wedding, if I saw like a fight go down, where things are getting busted and everything else, I would think that was just the greatest wedding of all time. I think you owe it to all your guests to like almost matchmake as if you're putting a fight card together and sit like all the worst people together. I would even do some tables of just twos and put like two people together that just absolutely hate each other.
Yeah, like those two uncles who have had like battles over the years.
Yes.
Yo, you're going to have the most lit world star wedding ever.
Yes. But no, I will say this. One, you got to take the responsibility for this, okay? It's your wedding. You can't put that on somebody else. And I think that if you just need like confirmation from people, I would just, instead of saying, hey, can you get this for me? I would say, hey, listen, on Saturday, I'm coming over to get this from you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Deadlines. Absolutely. Kayla, do you even want these people at your wedding?
I've never really met half the people.
Oh, God. Then don't
Kayla,
invite them. What are you doing?
What's wrong with you then?
God.
I just want to be, I want to be welcome to the family, a nice, genuine person that wants to talk
Here's
to
what I
everybody.
say, Kayla. You only invite the people who you know, who you care about, who know you, who care about you, and who know your relationship with this guy that you're about to marry. Don't involve other jabronis who are going to start nonsense at your wedding.
Yeah, I keep in the back of my head, I'm just like, I'm spending the money on the wedding. Why am I spending money on people? Like,
don't
girl, I'm like, I'm battling in my head. Like, should I or shouldn't? Like, I don't
shouldn't.
know.
Don't do that.
Okay,
That's
only the
so,
people
like-
that you get along with, who get along with each other, who you care about, who care about you. Okay?
Yeah.
And who you actually know.
Yes, that's another thing I have to put my foot down. Like, the only people that I know and I actually want to share, and maybe that won't damage the place, and I don't have a huge bill damage.
I'm only inviting people I don't know to my wedding.
Strangers.
Yeah, I'm going to I have a casting director who's like putting out a call to people.
Wild night at the wedding. Kayla, you know what to do. Thank you for reaching out.
Yes, thank you.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life
on Kiss.
I gotta play you this clip of this guy, his mom, and the way she laughs.
Okay.
So I don't know. Where's this from, Maury? Like, where's this guy from? What's that? No. But where is he from?
Oh, I have no idea.
Because he's got like an accent, right? But on TikTok and stuff like that, you can never tell because people put on fake accents and everything.
Is it Australian?
No. It's like it's American.
Oh.
USA. Something like that. But so
Atlanta.
So I guess he did something with his mom, and his mom laughed, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, your mom's laugh." And then so he did another video trying to get her to laugh. And normally with stuff like this, I'm like, I blow past it. I'm like, I really don't care. There's nothing interesting about it. But this woman may legitimately have the most unique laugh I have ever heard in my life.
Okay,
listen to this.
Hey, Mom, the people want you to laugh again, so I got to make it happen.
Oh, no.
Wasn't nothing wrong with last time. Look, here's what I just want to hear you get a little bit of a laugh out because the people want to hear your joy, that your laugh sounds so delicate. No, there it was. Hold on. What was that? What? Delicate laugh one more time? No. What? Hold on.
Oh, my God.
Why you stopping that?
Okay, what happened there?
She sounds like a demon. She turns into a demon when she laughs.
One of them laughs sounds like a long fart. Like this one.
That's
like that's a woman laughing?
That's some out jump the devil kind of stuff. Right?
Need some church.
Okay, play that again.
You sound like they're from Alabama.
Hey, Mom, the people want you to laugh again, so I got to make it happen.
Oh, no.
Wasn't nothing wrong with last time. Look, here's what I just want to hear you get a little bit of a laugh out because the people want to hear your joy, that your laugh sounds so delicate. No, there it was. Hold on. What was that? Delicate laugh one more time? No. Hold on.
What the heck?
Why you stopping that?
You know what it is? When she laughs and tries to talk at the same time, that's when she sounds like a demon.
Why you stopping that?
There's people around. I don't know who that is. I love that woman. Oh, man.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
What's going on, homie?
Oh, you know.
How are you, buddy?
Good, man. How you doing?
Good. So much to talk about. My goodness.
What do you got to say? What's on your mind?
I don't know. Bro, I'm still have you watched this Black Panther trailer?
No, I haven't.
Oh, my goodness. I watched it yesterday right when it came out.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking about it all, like, today.
No,
And then I had to watch it. Can I play? If you haven't watched it yet, can I play for you?
Yeah, sure. Is it long, though?
First of all, that's what she said.
Shut up.
Second of all, 2 minutes. It's perfect. That's what she said. Hey.
Hey, yo.
Here, watch this, dude.
All right, hold on.
Because we saw the teaser before, right?
Yeah, I like the teaser a lot.
So.
Okay. All right, give it to me. That's a Black Panther mask.
Mm-hmm.
That's Wakanda.
It is.
Everybody's dressed in white. Looks like a Diddy White party out there.
Does he do that stuff? I think so.
Right? Doesn't it?
Yeah. So I guess this part is symbolizing that T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman's character, is dead, right?
Right. Oh, yeah. 'Cause they got like his face paint on the side of a building and stuff like that.
Great leaders.
Looks dope.
This is the new villain, by the way.
He's got like a hawk hat on there.
His people did not call him general or king. They called him Kukulkan, the feather serpent god.
The feather serpent god.
Yeah.
Eternal war.
He's coming
Oh, girl.
for the surface world.
Ooh. Okay, they're messing him up now.
Right?
Yeah. They're all swimming underwater like Aquaman. Who's that guy?
Watch.
Okay.
A lot of action here.
Yeah.
Wait. Watch.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah. Okay, I'm waiting.
Don't blink.
No. I gotta blink. I really have to blink.
Yeah!
So there's a new Black Panther, but it's who is it? Is that
Shuri!
Yeah, okay.
His
Yeah,
sister!
His sister,
T'Challa's
right?
sister's Black Panther!
Yeah, we knew that was gonna happen.
Oh,
No.
man, they're sticking with the comics.
Yeah, that's dope. Looks
Come
great. Looks
on.
huge, huh?
The
God,
fan
the movie looks
theories
so big.
were right.
Looks so big.
The fan theories were right. And there was like a lot of controversy. Remember during the making of the movie? Remember she was wrapped up. She was like a anti-vaxxer, I believe it was. And then she got.
Was she really?
Yeah, and then she got into some like
dragged
arguments
for it?
with people on set while filming because of I guess people had to be vaxxed in order to work on the movie, to be on set,
whatever.
and she
She's
wasn't.
Black Panther.
But the fan theories were. If you haven't seen this
looks
trailer,
huge. Looks great.
and the comment, like it's like obvious trending number one on YouTube.
Yeah,
11 million views, and like the comments are all positive. People are celebrating that T'Challa's sister is Black Panther. People are sharing their love still and remembrance for Chadwick Boseman, saying that he would be proud of this project.
It's cool because this feels like I don't know. There was just something about the last couple movies where I was like the Marvel movies where I was kind of like, man, like even Thor, I was kind of like, man,
Yeah, Love and
you
Thunder
know,
was
I was like, hell yeah. But this feels like that.
Even
sort
Doctor
of,
Strange. Doctor Strange was.
I really like Doctor
Did you?
Strange.
I thought
though.
it was.
Yeah. I just don't like the multiverse.
Right, too confusing.
It's stupid.
Too multi.
It's too multi.
If there was like, okay, if you had a choice, right? Let's say you couldn't stick in one timeline.
Yeah.
Would you be okay with like another, like one other or two others as opposed to multi?
Like a dual verse?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I would be okay with that. No.
What's your cap? Like triple verse?
Oh, interesting. That's a really good question. How many verses am I comfortable with? Realistically, one, right? Like, I don't like the idea of multi.
Going off the timeline?
I don't want multi anything. You know what I mean? I can handle one. Like, if you ask me, like, if I'm going to sit there and, like, really try and enjoy myself for 2 hours, right? One. I don't want many.
Oh.
Shut up, Shem.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Man, a lot went on this week.
Sure did. And we got time to talk about all of it.
Of course we have time. It's our show. That'd be stupid if we didn't. I'd feel really bad if we did. If I was like, oh, man, we're out of time. We can't do the news. I'm sorry, guys. Like, what a ripoff that would be. Hey, Mocha.
Yeah.
You ready?
Let's do that news.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
News break.
Paris Hilton reveals. So Paris Hilton lost her dog,
did you get the dog back?
Diamond Baby. No.
Oh.
But Paris Hilton has revealed that she's spoken to 7 pet mediums who all say that her missing dog, Diamond Baby, is still alive and someone has her. These are the worst people in the world.
Yeah.
pet mediums. Who does this? Who sees somebody like Paris Hilton who is so distraught and the things she loved with her whole heart goes
And
missing?
she's so vulnerable
And
at this point.
somebody decides, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to charge this woman money to tell her that her dog is still
Yeah, but
alive.
Paris went to the medium. The medium didn't go to
Doesn't
Paris.
and I'm telling you, these are the worst people in the world. When you open your door to somebody who is in that kind of state and you make money being a pet medium, you deserve to be in prison. You really do.
It really is sad.
It is.
You're just taking advantage of people at that point.
It is the most sort of grotesque manipulation of lies that I don't know how everybody has mainstreamed something like a pet medium.
Deepa, you haven't used a pet medium, have you?
Me use a pet medium?
Oh, just because
No
the look on
way.
your face just now, it was like, I hope they don't ask me if I've talked to a pet medium before.
No, you're the worst person in the world. Like if you're telling somebody who just lost somebody,
I know.
hey, let me talk to the dead thing or person you just lost, you're the worst person in the world.
Yeah.
Like you are a different breed of low.
She reached out to seven?
Seven!
And all seven said, Diamond Baby's okay.
Yes.
And did they say like, oh, you'll be reunited soon type of thing?
No, they said Diamond Baby's okay, which I can only assume is now, Paris Hilton is going to make another appointment with them and pay them more money to make sure that Diamond Baby is still okay next week.
What if
And
they
then
do it
maybe
for
the week
free?
after that. It doesn't matter. You're still terrible. You're still a terrible
You're
person.
taking advantage of someone and
Ugh,
the emotional
the
state
worst.
that they're in.
What if it turns out they were right?
No, that's the problem. Diamond Baby's, Diamond Baby's going to come back to her. Somebody's going to give her back, and then these pet mediums are going to take credit. See, told you Diamond Baby was still alive. No, you're the worst.
Yo, justice for Diamond Baby.
Justice for Diamond.
I hope she's found.
Come on, man.
I'm being-
Come on,
I'm being
dude.
for real. I hope she's found.
Come on, man.
Okay.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Paparazzi caught up with Rihanna, I guess, when she was walking out of a grocery store in Los Angeles. And all anybody wants to know is everybody just wants dirt on what is going down with this Super Bowl halftime show. And they did their best, this poor reporter. They did their best to try and get something out of Rihanna, but this is what you got.
You are too? That was real sneaky, girl.
I'm sorry,
That was
but
good.
I
That
have
was
to ask,
good.
how do you feel about performing at the Super Bowl halftime show?
I'm nervous. But I'm excited.
Okay, so who's gonna be that special guest that you are gonna bring on? Could it be ASAP? Come on, Rihanna, I gotta know. Maybe?
Thank you, girl.
Maybe, okay.
Wow, if it's not ASAP, I'd feel crap if I was ASAP.
I know.
Because she can't say no. Because once she starts saying no, that's as good as saying, it's almost as good as saying yes, because then you can start crossing people off the list.
Sure.
Right? Like if they just keep catching up with Rihanna and saying, hey, is so-and-so going to be there? And she just keeps saying no, like you'll figure it all out ahead of
ASAP will
time.
be there.
Sure, yeah, right? You know what I mean? Like,
will he? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I assume he would be there.
Maybe he's
One
got
would
plans.
assume, you're right, Maury. One would assume
He might be at
he's
home with the
going to-
baby.
Right?
Well, I think that the baby would be there too.
Yeah, I'm guessing that as well. So, he will.
Special guest is the baby.
Yeah,
The ASAP baby.
Yeah. I mean, I guess she could have said yes, but even in the context of just him being there, and because then she would have to clarify. Well, of course he's going to be there, but he's going to perform, and then I don't know, maybe. And then you got to answer too many questions, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, we will all find out soon enough.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Jeffrey Dahmer series on Netflix is breaking new records in its second week. In the top 10, the series has become Netflix's 9th most popular English language TV show of all time. Netflix measures overall popularity by counting hours viewed in a title's first 28 days on Netflix. And after just 12 days, Monster has been viewed. Want to take a guess? Mocha, want to take a guess? Hours. Give this number to me in hours.
Like 5 million hours?
Higher.
8 million hours.
496.1 million hours.
Wow, I was way off.
Right?
That's over a year.
Yeah. Yes, it is, Maury. How long is that, Maury?
Well, first
In
you need to know
years.
how
You
long
brought
a
it up.
year is.
You brought it up.
Well, 24 hours in a day.
24 hours in a day. Correct, Mundo.
12 months in a year.
Yeah. You don't have a pen in your hand. You cannot do this in your head.
No, I can't.
I don't even think you could do this with your
Can
hands.
I Google it?
No. Okay. No. Class is in session, Holmes. Maury, what's your answer?
So what the question was is how many hours in a year?
Nope.
That was definitely not the question.
No, that's where we were starting. That's where we were starting. You said
That's
okay,
where you
figure
were
that out.
starting.
No, that's where you were starting. I said that so far Dahmer on Netflix has been watched 496 million hours.
Yeah.
You said that is more than a year. And I said, okay, give me that number in years.
Yeah, and I said, okay, well, and then we started with let's work with the
There's no we, there's you.
Yeah, there's you.
Oh,
in
go
this
back to the
situation.
tape.
Okay.
Okay, so the per year is 730,000 hours.
Okay.
Okay, so 496 million hours,
Mm-hmm.
according to my calculations and mathematical science,
Yes.
is 12 years.
12 years.
12 years
Shem, how many
period.
years is it actually?
Wow, close. A grand total of 56,621 years.
More.
Who's on the map?
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Tom Brady and Giselle Bundchen. Like both of them right now have divorce lawyers.
Tom Brady's available.
Right. Yes. The couple apparently have been living apart for the past couple of months after a blowout fight that's seemingly looking to split their multi-million-dollar empire. Somebody said, I never actually thought this argument would be the end of them, but it looks like it is.
Wow.
They go on to say, I don't think that there will be any coming back from this now. They both have lawyers and are looking at what to split with, what a split will entail, who
Tom
gets
Brady's
what,
single.
and what the
Why am I the only
finances
one
will be.
Because it's a sad story, man.
Another source also confirms that they are looking to divide assets. Property value is up to $26 million in property. And if you remember that according to Forbes, between 2021 and 2022, Tom Brady's estimated overall net worth grew immensely from $180 million to $250 million.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Am I going to sound old if I start talking about how Frasier's coming back?
No, it still airs.
Yeah.
Who's Frasier?
Oh, come on, please. You know Kelsey Grammer.
Okay, so Paramount Plus, I don't know where the hell it's going to run up here.
Paramount Plus as well.
Do we get Paramount Plus
Yes,
up
we do.
here? We do? Really?
Yeah, that's how I
Interesting.
watched the Madonna documentary.
Oh, look at that. So Frasier is coming back. So they announced this, if you remember, it was like a year and a half ago. And according to Deadline, the revival has finally been picked up permanently by Paramount Plus. And Kelsey Grammer will be returning to the role for which he won 4 Emmys for, if you remember that. Like, he cleaned up at the Emmys
good for him.
For this role. However, it will no longer take place in Seattle.
Okay.
Frasier will be living in a new city, and he will have all new co-stars with him. So,
Which picks up from where the original left off because he moved away. When it
right?
ended.
Thank you. Yes,
Where did
that's
he move
right.
to? Did they say?
No, they didn't say, and they haven't announced yet. So, no word on whether Niles, Daphne, or Perry Gilpin playing Roz will be on
Was
the show.
Roz his
at
girlfriend?
all. No, it was his producer.
Oh. But weren't they in love?
No, never.
No.
No, she always dated once in all the sports guy.
That's right. Yes.
and,
yes.
and other guys, but never Frasier.
Right. And so they may do guest spots, but nothing is confirmed at all. But
And the
but
dad
yes.
passed away, so we know that's not
I know.
John
He was Mahoney.
Mahoney.
He was so good. Okay, cool. Enough of that.
The Roz and Mocha Show Podcast.
So apparently Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are now at odds with Netflix and at odds even with their own production team. This according to Page 6, as they push back on what they want to show to the public in their upcoming docuseries. So they're doing like a Kardashian-type docuseries.
Yeah.
And a lot of this was shot before, like, the Queen died, before a lot of this stuff. And Meghan and Harry allegedly want to cut massive chunks out of the documentary, which they have been filming for more than a year now. But Netflix chiefs are standing by the filmmakers who want to keep all that content in there. Page 6 previously revealed how Meghan and Harry wanted to edit the show right after the Queen died last month, and it's believed to include a number of truth bombs involving King Charles, Camilla, and even William and Kate. Sources now say that the couple actually started rethinking the show entirely.
Oh, damn.
Which, by the way, is being produced by their own production company, but I guess they have deals with Netflix as well. They've made significant requests to walk back content, they say, that they themselves have provided to the extent that some Netflix staff believe that if granted, like if Netflix does say, yes, we will pull these chunks out of this show for you, it will effectively kill the project entirely.
So they want to cut out like the stuff about the king and like
they
other
said stuff
like secrets or whatever.
Yeah, they said stuff apparently in the docuseries, and now it's finally hitting them that this will be seen by people. And
no, you got to release it all. Now that you've mentioned it, I want to see it.
Exactly. So they want stuff out of it. And what they're saying is the stuff they want out would eventually kill the project because that's all people want. And I'm sure that that's how they sold it too.
Yeah.
Right?
But you know what the problem is? The fact that that footage exists and someone has access to it. So at some point down the road, that footage is going to get out.
Oof.
If it's with their production company, then I'm sure it's safe.
I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? Deals go sour all the time, though. More.
Oh, then I pray to God it gets out.
Like if they kill this, and then then I don't know.
Like a disgruntled employee.
Yeah,
like the person that owns that hard drive,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Release the tape.
Yeah,
Release the tape.
It's not good.
Release the Snyder cut.
Right.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Angelina Jolie has thrown out new allegations against Brad Pitt in a court filing. So Angelina filed a counterclaim yesterday relating to the case surrounding their ownership of their winery in France. And this one details more allegations against Brad Pitt from that alleged private flight that they took in 2016 where she claims that he hit one of their kids. In this new filing, Angelina says that Brad choked one of their children and struck another in the face, adding that he then grabbed Angelina Jolie by the head and shook her. Then he poured beer on Angelina Jolie and poured beer and red wine on the children.
Oh my God.
The FBI, which has jurisdiction over flights, said that they investigated the incident, we all remember that, but declined to bring any charges against Brad Pitt. The official FBI report said that after reviewing the document, representatives of the United States Attorney's Office discussed the merits of this investigation with the case agent. It was agreed by all parties that criminal charges in this case would not be pursued due to several factors. So whatever those factors are, we will never know. But these are the new allegations that Angelina Jolie is coming at Brad Pitt with.
The Roz and Mocha Show Podcast.
Today's National Be Nice Day.
Is it National Be Nice Day today?
I just want to put that out there in case you want to nationally be nice.
Really? I really feel that all these, remember like a couple of years ago, every day was a cool day. Like every day had like a, National Hangnail Day. Like whatever it was, like there was something
Did you
attached
celebrate
to,
that one?
Every day I celebrate that one. I'm just picking out one of them right now. It hurts like a bugger. So what is it? National Be Nice Day today?
Yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know. In case
What are you supposed to do on National Be Nice Day today?
Be nice to each other.
Is that really it though?
Mocha,
or
you
is
go
this like
first.
attached to some sort of thing here? I don't believe you that it's no.
Nobody wants
Roz,
to be nice?
Well,
your beard looks great.
Thank
or
you.
Or was that a compliment?
No, that's a compliment. It's National
Oh.
Be Nice. Like, somehow you got to be nice.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Maury, you are just about the worst person to explain how to be nice to people.
Yeah. Happy Be Nice Day, everybody.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Nearly a year after Helena Hutchins was killed by that live round from a prop gun that Alec Baldwin fired.
A year already?
Yeah, on the set of Rust. The estate of Helena Hutchins has come to a settlement with the film production company. Surprisingly, the film will also resume production in January.
What?
They say we have reached a settlement subject to court approval for our wrongful death case against the producers of Rust, including Alec Baldwin and Rust Movie Productions. As part of that settlement, our case will be dismissed. This is from Matthew Hutchins, husband of the late Helena Hutchins. As part of the settlement, Hutchins will become an executive producer on the film, which will resume, quote, with all original principal players on board in January. So Alec Baldwin will return.
What?
Yeah, Matthew Hutchins went on to say, I have no interest in engaging in recriminations or attribution of blame to the producers or Mr. Baldwin. All of us believe Helena's death was a terrible accident. I am grateful that the producers and the entertainment community have come together to pay tribute to Helena's final work. So that's happening.
That is quite shocking.
Is anybody going to see that movie, do you think?
I think
everyone.
Everybody is going to go watch that movie. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't think people are going to. I don't know.
People are so, like, this is the world we live in. When you have this much of a story, everyone's going to want to see what's happening.
Yeah.
And you know why? Because people are going to look for that scene.
Yeah.
I think they'll reshoot that scene.
They will, yeah. But
No, I know, but still.
But yeah, no, I know you're right, Maury.
Right.
They will reshoot it, but they'll reshoot it right.
The same way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And people are going to look for that one scene with Alec Baldwin holding the gun, firing it, and be like, that's the scene.
I think it's going to bomb.
It may bomb, but people will go.
People are still going to see it.
Yeah, I think it'll bomb. Has Alec Baldwin? I realized this about Alec Baldwin, like huge movie star, right? Like before all this, right? Like you would say Alec Baldwin is a massive movie star. Has Alec Baldwin ever, like, name a monster Alec Baldwin movie where he was the principal lead, where he didn't share? Where he didn't share like a co-starring title? Like, name a movie where Alec Baldwin was the principal lead that he carried.
I can't.
Can you?
Mm-mm.
It's complicated with Meryl Streep.
That's Meryl Streep.
That's Meryl Streep is the star of that movie.
Yeah, that's Meryl Streep. Like,
Right.
you would say Alec Baldwin is a huge movie star, right?
Yeah.
But has Alec Baldwin ever like fronted a monster movie where he's the principal, where he's the one
I
that
don't
carried
think so.
it?
No. He's been
Can't
in,
think of one.
He's been in
It's
big
wild, right?
movies with big movie stars.
Yeah.
But he wasn't like ever the lead.
No, like
At
Hunt
least-
for Red October, right? That's like Sean Connery. Yeah.
Beetlejuice, that's Michael Keaton.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. He's got it's a wild career that he that he's
looking
built.
through nothing.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Christian Bale did this great interview with GQ, man. Christian Bale very rarely does interview. And one of the things that he said in the GQ article was that every role in Hollywood is designed for Leonardo DiCaprio.
What?
So he
joking?
No, he tells GQ that even back in the 90s, DiCaprio was the first one cast in American Psycho. And then he backed out and it went to Christian Bale. Christian Bale said that he was also up for Titanic and he lost out on that because it went to Leonardo DiCaprio. He goes on to say, it's not just me. Any role that anyone gets, it's only because Leonardo passed on it beforehand. It doesn't matter what anyone tells you. It doesn't matter how friendly you are with directors. All those people that I've worked with multiple times, they all offered every one of those roles to Leonardo DiCaprio first. Literally, he gets to choose everything he does, and good for him. He's phenomenal. He goes on to say, do you know how grateful I am to get any damn thing? I would suspect that almost everybody of a similar age in Hollywood owes their careers to Leonardo DiCaprio passing on whatever project it is.
Do you think that also includes the Batman movies that Christian Bale was in? Because I can't see DiCaprio in that role.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I mean, what he's saying is that like because they're both the same age, right? DiCaprio and Christian Bale are the same age. 47, I think.
47, 48,
so
yeah.
what he's saying is that like if you are an actor of that age, if you get a lead in a film, you got that lead in that film because Leonardo DiCaprio passed on it.
But he could almost gift movies to. There you go.
Right, there you go. Yes, Maury, you're right. It's almost like Leonardo DiCaprio gifts people their careers by passing on movies.
I'm going to go ahead and assume that it probably also applies to dating. Like,
you're welcome.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Both Jamila Jamil and Tatiana Maslany came out to sort of defend their show, She-Hulk. from people who do not like She-Hulk.
Why?
And well,
not like about
I mean, there are awful people, but I think that people who have legitimate criticism with She-Hulk are lumped into the awful people, and that's where everything starts to get messy because Jamila Jamil, was told and is consistently told on social media that she was a diversity hire, even though she's brilliant. And just go watch The Good Place if you need to know how good Jamila Jamil is. But she wrote, and Tati Maslany also wrote this, to be clear, it is absolutely fine if you personally don't like She-Hulk. I know it doesn't appeal to everyone. Some people effing love it, but can we all agree that you don't need to be so hostile when you express your feelings to me? We're all fans. Let's talk nicely, right? No problem with that.
Sure.
My problem with She-Hulk, two things, has nothing to do with anything else. The only thing I don't like about She-Hulk is one is I don't like that they break the fourth wall that often. They're always talking to the camera. Like She-Hulk is always talking to the camera. I don't like that style for that sort of Marvel show.
It takes away.
It takes away. And it sort of removes you from the show. But my biggest complaint, and it was my biggest complaint when I saw the trailer as well, which is I think that they should have really gone for it and made She-Hulk beefier. I think that
Like Hulk.
She-Hulk looks like just a tall, athletic woman with like a great swimmer's body kind of thing. I think they should have made her beefier because there are women in the world like I shouldn't be able to go on Twitter and find an athletic woman who looks bigger than She-Hulk does in the show, right? She-Hulk should be bigger than any woman I can find on Twitter.
She's a little bit bigger than any of the women. Not as bigger than the women that you see on Twitter, but smaller than Hulk that we all know.
But height-wise, they just made her tall. But there's way more muscular women in the world than what She-Hulk is. I just wish they had the guts to go all the way and make her super beefy and represent sort of that aspect.
When we talked about this before, right? When the trailer first came out, somebody sent me a link to other She-Hulk related things and like comics, pages from comics and everything.
Yeah.
And it actually, the show kind of lines up. Like
with
in the
one version of She-Hulk. There is another version of She-Hulk where she looks like Hulk.
Oh, that I didn't know.
Yeah.
The ones that I saw, she is basically how she is in the show.
Yeah.
Not like Hulk size, but still hulked up a bit.
Yeah, but there is a version of She-Hulk. That's the She-Hulk that I like, where she's beefy.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oh, yeah. So Brad Pitt finally released a statement. Brad Pitt has not said anything about his relationship with Angelina Jolie after they split. But the story this week was that Brad Pitt was seen with she just broke up with her husband. Her husband just cheated
Emily
on her.
Ratajkowski.
Emily Ratajkowski. So that was the story this week.
Yeah.
And then if you remember, Angelina Jolie released more information from that. There was apparently this flight on a private plane back in, I think, like 2016, where she accusing Brad Pitt of choking one of the children, hitting one of their kids, then slamming her head and pouring beer on her, and then pouring beer and wine on the children. And at the time, because it was on a flight, that's an FBI matter. At the time, the FBI investigated and concluded that there wasn't enough evidence to move forward with any sort of charges. And then the Department of Child and Family Services also investigated, and they too said that the case was closed due to lack of evidence. But because all of these new allegations came out, Brad Pitt's people actually released a statement, which is super rare. That statement simply reads, Angelina Jolie continues to rehash, revise, and reimagine her description of an event that happened 6 years ago by adding completely untrue information each time she fails to get what she wants. Her story is consistently evolving.
Wow.
So that's the news from Brad Pitt.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
KISS925.com.
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.